Hey guys, hope you're doing well. It's Talomic here with D&B Academy, and today I want to take a look at something that I've been using a lot recently to help kind of generate new ideas from samples. So I've got a drum break here at the top, and then I've got this piano loop. Which is, it's a lovely sample, but I'm always slightly skeptical if I'm using a sample exactly as is, that someone else may have already copped it. So I'm just going to actually open up Serato sample here and just drag that in and just click find samples. So we've now got a bunch of stuff. I just need to half the BPM here so that it syncs properly. The cool thing about this is, funnily enough, I find that it doesn't always find the transients properly. So for example, here you can see on the third one that it's not lined up properly. It should really be there. There, for example, it's picked a transient like on a tail rather than like on a chord or something, and like the next one. But I find that actually when I'm writing, those like inconsistency is the wrong word, but where it's not, those kind of imperfections, I guess, are actually great for creating like interesting edits that I wouldn't have done if I was manually cutting the audio. A couple of extra little things: we can pitch down, and you can also isolate different sounds using this. It's basically got like a stems feature. So if you put in full tunes, you can like isolate drums or isolate vocal and stuff like that. I've not used it very much for that, just because that's kind of like a separate thing to what I tend to use it for. But it's a bonus feature basically. So let's delete that. Open up our piano roll, and I'll just loop. Let's loop bars. And just have a mess around. So tend to start on the first chord. And it kind of just becomes a bit of trial and error. Like I'm just picking out like cuts that I think sound kind of cool. There you go. It's a nice little edit, and we can just create short little loops there. We can then start adding some effects to this, right? So a little bit of reverb. And one thing I quite like to do is to add a filter to like accentuate some of the notes. So let's bring it down first. can also do that in here with different chops as well. You've got the filter and levels. I just find it easier to do it. There you go, right? So little kind of walkthrough, Serato sample. I love this plugin. You can get it on like Splice, rent to own. It's dirt cheap, and I've generated so many like little ideas. And the cool thing is as well that like it's really easy to then go in and edit little chops and things like that. If I'm not quite sold on an idea, when I come back to it, just move a few things around. And I find it way less tedious than like manually chopping audio. And as I said, like with those little imperfections, you get a bunch of stuff like these little cuts at the end, and this one, the kind of like offbeat cut that it's done, is an idea that I wouldn't have come up with myself. So yeah, hope that was helpful. Any questions, let us know, and I will see you in the next one.